Before listening to this recording, I would highly recommend that you're lying down in a comfortable position so that you can fully and completely relax. Because this recording may make you very, very sleepy. Though I guess that all depends on how much you try to resist it, how much you try to resist hypnosis. Because whenever you try to do something, you always expend some amount of energy. Now it might be just a little bit, or it could be quite a lot. But inevitably, you have to spend that energy, and eventually, you have to recharge. You have to rest. You have to sleep deeply. And it's always so very good to sleep deeply, because when you sleep deeply, it's like your mind is being reset. And when you wake up and open those eyes, you're ready to focus. You're ready to listen. You're ready to follow along and stop resisting. Because being hypnotized does require quite a bit of focus. That's why it's not really possible for you to be hypnotized while you're sleeping. Sure, you could put on some sort of hypnosis audio as you drift off to sleep. But once you lose consciousness, all of those powerful, enjoyable hypnotic suggestions just flow over your mind and melt away, melt away, melt away, deep down deep. It's as if they're not even there as you spiral down deeper and deeper into unconscious bliss, knowing that your mind will be reset, ready to focus on my words, ready to be deeply hypnotized by my words, ready to follow all of those fun, powerful, positive, hypnotic suggestions. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. You could imagine opening those eyes, maybe staring at a hypnotic spiral or something else, and feeling so incredibly good as your mind goes all blank, as your mind feels so happy, knowing that if you were to try to resist, it would take quite a bit of effort. It would be as if you had to hold your hand out straight in front of you. Maybe you could do it for a few moments, but eventually you start to notice how heavy that hand feels as you hold it out in front of you. You start to question whether the effort of resisting is even worth it, because it's making you feel so sleepy. It's making those eyes so incredibly hard to keep open. It's distracting you from focusing on my voice, from perhaps focusing on a hypnotic spiral or something else that's fun to look at. It's distracting you from sleep. And you don't want any distractions from sleep, from deep trance, because it always feels so very good to be hypnotized by people that you trust, going deeper and deeper, feeling better and better, opening those eyes on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, but this time, imagine if I was to say your arm held out in front of you feels as light as a feather. Imagine being so very deeply hypnotized that anything and everything that I say becomes the absolute and complete truth. Now, as you hold that hand out in front of you, you don't feel sleepy. You're not resisting. You're following my instructions and feeling really good as you accept all of these powerful hypnotic suggestions, feeling even better as you sleep and drop deep into trance, deep into mindless bliss, knowing deep down deep that there's no reason to hold yourself back from feeling good, from going deeper and deeper, feeling better and better, knowing that you're safe with hypnotists that you trust, knowing that if you were ever given an unsafe or inappropriate hypnotic suggestion, your subconscious mind would automatically and effortlessly resist it, resisting and resisting, getting sleepier and sleepier until everything shuts down, until your mind shuts down, until you can no longer focus on that suggestion, until it just fades away, fades away, fades away, feeling like a dream that's hard to remember, and then fading away even more, knowing that you will not do it, and you don't have to do it, because you weren't focusing on it, knowing that this happens automatically and effortlessly, so you don't have to think while you're being hypnotized. All you have to do is focus. Your mind does everything else all on its own. Your subconscious mind keeps you safe, so you can just feel so sleepy and tired whenever you try to resist. No resistance. All you do is either follow instructions or sleep deeply and then even deeper, knowing that if your mind accepts this, you're going to be able to easily and effortlessly follow along with the rest of this experience. And if your subconscious mind needs a little extra time to think about this, to see if this feels right, you can just become sleepier and sleepier, letting go, drifting down, losing consciousness, just sleep until it all fades away, knowing that there will be no lasting hypnotic effects. You're safe and sound to let go deeper and deeper, feeling better and better. And once your subconscious mind has made the choice that's right for you, you can feel one of your hands floating up higher and higher as your mind sinks deeper and deeper, either deeper into trance or deeper into sleep. And as this happens, as that hand rises up, this is your subconscious mind's way of saying yes. Yes to the choice that you have made, accepting it fully and completely, and letting go to it in 3, 2, 1. Sleep. Dropping deep, letting go, letting any and all powerful and positive hypnotic suggestions just become locked into your mind, knowing that anything that you have to resist makes you so sleepy that you eventually just drift off, losing consciousness, knowing deep down deep that your subconscious mind still keeps you safe in your sleep. Knowing deep down deep, if somebody was to ever try to touch you or do something while you're drifting in sleep, you'd wake up automatically and effortlessly, no matter how deeply asleep you feel. And as you accept this, you can just drift deep down deep, going a little bit deeper, feeling a bit better. Because your subconscious mind is so tired of resisting, so tired of being held back, so sleepy. You want to feel good. You want to focus. You want to follow instructions. Because being hypnotized is always a fun and enjoyable experience. Perhaps there was a hypnotic experience that you wanted to try, but for some reason, something was holding you back. Maybe it could be something like hypnotic amnesia or something else. But it doesn't really matter, because right now, you can just let go of that experience, perhaps forgetting to remember and remembering to forget what it was that you thought was difficult, because once you forget what you thought was difficult, then it could become quite easy and effortless. Something that you can focus on. And if you try to resist this idea, you find yourself becoming so very sleepy. Eventually, you're so very sleepy that you just can't remember what it was that you're trying to do. And you just have to drift as you follow my voice and follow my guidance deep down deep, accepting these fun, enjoyable, hypnotic suggestions, because it just feels so overwhelming and tiring to do anything other than let go, drift, and sleep. Finding that deep, deep trance can become so easy and effortless when you forget about resisting. Finding that resistance is just so tiring, you can't even really remember doing it, because eventually you just sleep, you just let go, you just float. Knowing that eventually you'll either just obey or just drift off into unconsciousness, knowing that you don't need to think about it any longer. All you need to do is focus. And as long as you focus, what you want to happen will happen. Never feeling any pressure, never feeling as if anything's forced, just going along with the flow, finding that hypnosis is becoming the most wonderful, euphoric flow state for you. Everything coming very easily, naturally. And once it stops feeling easy, natural, once you start feeling resistance, it's only natural that you'd find it time to be sleepy, time to rest, time to try again later on, knowing that you did your best, and that's okay. You don't need to remember anything. All you need to do is focus on my voice, focus on this moment, and focus on drifting. Drift deep down deep, and then a little bit deeper, finding that your mind doesn't need to remember anything from this trance that isn't important to remember. If your mind wanted to resist everything in this recording, in this experience, you'll find that you're just drifting off into a deep, deep sleep. And if your mind really, really wanted to accept everything in this recording, wanted to feel everything in this recording, you'll find that you're easily and naturally starting to drift back up towards wakefulness as I count from 1 to 5, feeling better than you have in quite a long time. 1, slowly drifting back up. 2, more and more. 3, becoming aware of your surroundings. 4, almost there. And 5, wake up and open those eyes, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert. And hopefully, you're not feeling sleepy in the slightest. Thank you very much for listening. If you've enjoyed this experience, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All of those things really do help the channel grow. And if you really want to support the channel and get access to hundreds of exclusive hypnosis recordings available nowhere else, be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link in the video description. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day.